I get to do some catching up on things and
What kind of work
stuff.
do you do?
I work in a rest home, and I'm a guy who does the laundry. So I see more shit in the toilet. And that's the truth.
Oh, heard that. I used to work at Target, and people used to come in there and shit on the floor, shit on the walls, like smear it all over the walls and stuff like that. And I was like, y'all don't pay me enough to clean this.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
said I was a guest service attendant. I'm serving the guests, not these bathrooms.
I swear, and people don't realize how many of us do have 9 to 5s. People, yes, it helps.
I agree. I think my 9 to 5 has been keeping me afloat, especially during the pandemic. I don't know how anybody was being able to get their freak on when everybody was catching COVID and dying left and right. I was a little nervous.
Shit, man, they found a way. It didn't stop. It didn't stop the damn porn stars. Them
More
motherfuckers.
power to you.
I wasn't moving out this motherfucker shit.
Sure
But
wasn't.
don't be.
The only time you saw me outside was when I was at work, because I used to work Instacart during that time, and I used to be in the store for like an hour, and I catch like $200 out for the day.
Oh my goodness. That's why I ain't got no car. I damn should be doing the Uberings and all that shit.
That's exactly what I do, is a lot of gig work, because I also do college when I'm not skipping around and getting in trouble. But so it kind of works around my schedule to be able to do all this gig stuff like DoorDash and Instacart. And what's another gig that I do? I do brand ambassador work currently. So like that is my technical 9 to 5, but it's technically gig work because I have to get booked for it.
Oh my God. So and how it feels to be a brand ambassador.
It's actually fun. I get to meet all different types of people. A lot of them trying to get me into multi-marketing level companies, and I'm like, yeah, been there, done that. I'm moving on to different things this year. We're not trying to get stuck to what was it, the name of the Amscott? Y'all
Yeah.
Anybody who's trying to push Amscott on you, don't do it.
Almost definitely. So with that being said, hello smokers, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge.
Yeah.
And my name is Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ. Y'all know who I am. You can find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Let me tell you about 4 wonderful sponsors that we got. The first one being the Facebook and Ellis community, ellisworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine in the game, RoxyMagazine.com. Plus, for you content creators, 90% profit with no hashtag issues. And for you consumers, a new place for you consume your Triple X content, excitebunny.com. And last but not least, award-winning, award-nominated. We're talking about smut with voiceover, and they even have a virtual reality side of their website. I'm talking about blusherotica.com. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and get some shopping done, why don't you? And also go to fullyswapradio.com and check me out 5 days a week in the morning as I chop it up with the industry's brightest, as we give you that real smoke about the industry. You feel me? And also check me out on skyholeafterdarktv.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. As you can see, I have a long-winded, promo session. So with that being said, I'm going to shut up and let this gorgeous, sexy mamacita, who has, I swear, I really, really, really dig and like, introduce her sexy self as she rolls up her weed.
Hey, y'all doing? This is Roxi The Succubus, for those of you guys who are new or just listening in, or Roxy for short. How y'all doing?
Most definitely. So, yes, people, let me tell you what caught my attention with her, right? See, the smokers know that I'm a geek. So, the fact that she did a Gwen Spider-Woman.
I want to do Gwen
Stacy.
Yes?
Yes, Gwen Stacy scene out this piece was hot. Let's talk about that first before we even move it forward.
Okay.
How did y'all come up with that? What have you? Who did you work with? Tell us about it.
So, I decided to do a Spider-Man scene. This is possibly before the trailer to the Spider-Verse came out. So this was last year when it dropped, and I caught a glimpse of it, and I was like, wouldn't it be dope to like one of my other nerd friends to be like, let's just create a scene where like we're doing Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales, pretty much, because I think that's the one that they're using this Spider-Verse is his perception into the multiverse and him thinking that he's the only Spider-Man. So basically there's a scene in there that like when they were giving you like the preview to it was that like scene where he comes in she comes in the room, she's like, hey, how you doing? And like we were like, we should jump off of that scene.
Oh my goodness, that shit was hot too out this piece. I said, oh shit. Oh my goodness. And I like seeing, people do the cosplay shit. Cause I think we don't tap into it as we should.
I feel like a lot of Black artists don't give themselves a chance, especially trying to cosplay white characters, because we get a lot of backlash where like we're supposed to kind of just stay in our own lane, and I'm like not one of those folks. Like I'll piss you off because like I love to piss you off. Just you watch whatever I'm watching, it's fun.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I always wanted to be Red Hood from the Batman lore out this piece, Jason Todd. And then that shit. I'm sorry. I mean, to me, it's another way of telling our story. Period. Plus it's creative. Plus it makes you stand out.
Right.
Plus you tapping into the geekdom. They love porn just as much. Period. What other cosplay have you thought about doing?
I want to do more cosplay. I was actually thinking about doing a scene in the future like Batman and Catwoman, as that's a new thing with Gotham. Yes, and I definitely want to do Catwoman. I was already thinking about how my costume would go so I can have my vagina out and kind of make it look sexy with my ass out, my titties out, like that.
Have him rip it open. Have him rip it open. Have him rip it open. See,
yes, I want to do something nasty.
Yeah, because it like this. The aesthetics is better if like he have you bent over and he rips it open to get to the pussy, what have you. And even with the photos off the strength of it, like you do a photo shoot with it not ripped. You do a photo shoot after y'all probably finish and make yourself up with it is ripped. You know what I'm saying? Especially you, since you got such a nice ass. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I've done my research.
Yes, I definitely want to get those good angles in. Throw it back for the camera. I see that that video actually did pretty well. Again, like I want to definitely shoot. Somebody also threw out like some. Was like, what is it? What's the name of that guy again? Damn. See what happens when you get high? You can't really come and think all together what the heck the first thing. But it's like an 80s kind of like disco type of situation. So he kind of wants to bring that in. Again, like I said, more cosplay in the future, hopefully.
Oh yeah, because if you want to go there, Black Exploitation, Foxy Brown,
that's what he was talking about. Yes. Oh God.
Yeah, because to me it's like with porn it enabled us to actually be actors and actresses, act like we in Hollywood, be our own porn directors and stuff like that. And I think it makes you stand out more than we just fucking all the damn time.
I feel like I like to push the envelope. I haven't told my viewers that I've done like things like vomit play, and like straight weird pissing on shit. Anything that's weird on the internet anybody's into. Like I have content on that I haven't released, and I was like, look, I don't know how everybody's gonna take it, especially because I'm part of the Black community, and they're like, we're frowned upon doing certain things on the camera. So like we're like kind of about it.
Which is crazy as fuck because like I love the look of Black BDSM images.
Right.
Because it's like Black females want to be choked and spanked and treated like sluts.
But I feel like because there's such a stigma that's tagged to being like slapped around and told that you're a slut and being degraded. Like women don't want to be like black women in general. Like I don't want to be degraded. I wanted my man to make me feel like a queen. But with me, I'm like, but I want that man to choke me and slap me and make me like drool for him and shit. Like, is that weird? Like, I don't like. I'm that doesn't happen for every woman.
It's
For
not
me,
weird to
like,
me because I'm a dom, so I'm in the lifestyle, so that's not weird to me. That's normal. That's a plus, actually.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I like for my man to actually want me to be fucked and like watch
Yeah.
fuck, and that shit is big. It's I wanted to turn him on. So like, if it bothers you, and I realize that happens to be an issue in the lifestyle, because again, that's where I started before I even started doing porn. Um, was like having to do with the drama of this person sleeping with this person, and I'm jealous because I'm watching you play with them, and I don't know how you feel about them, and all those feelings come up, and I want the person who's with me that understands that like I'm still gonna ride with you. This is just something I'm doing.
Yeah, because people associate monogamy is mental, not physical.
Yeah. Right.
Period. That's just my theory on things. So now it's funny that she mentioned the perfect gateway to get into porn, the swinging lifestyle. With that being said, how did you break into this business? What got you into doing porn?
So I guess like a few years back, I met somebody who's like, she's kind of a call girl, and I met her through another friend that like was living with me at the time, and we both had daughters around the same age, and we just got to talking, and she's like, I have an extra nigga in the Bronx. I'm like, what the fuck you mean by you have an extra nigga in the Bronx? I have a dude that you could fuck on the side because he's near you. I lived in Yonkers at the time, and he was like, we get into it, and like we kind of like talked, and eventually he got me into the lifestyle. So the dude was I think he's a film artist, or he films himself like regular shows on the side. So he started just recording me as we were messing around and at these parties. So I get a little wild at these parties because like I'll do like gangbangs, or I'll do like girl on girl, and I'll go crazy on it. And he's like, why don't you just shoot porn? And I was like, I don't think so. I think it's stupid. I think like, I've never really been on camera before. I'm a little goofy. So like, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I'm always looking wild. I'm always looking messy. So like, I don't know how aesthetically that's going to look for somebody else. And he's like, just try it. So I was like, all right. I started trying it, and then like I started going to other swing parties where I met other people who just did it, and did it like they had people who just did it on a regular. So I just started shooting with them, and then I started getting introduced to people like Shoot Her and Kyle, a lot of people who were just cameramen in general, and I just started just working with them, and like from there, like I just started getting booked. So I was like, all right, let's take this seriously then. Let's start like let's start actually fixing our wigs and putting makeup on and not messing around for a couple hours and goofing around, and they can actually like plan out this shot so we don't, if we go long periods where we like get messed around, like we're messing around with our kid, or I get in trouble at work or school, or because sometimes I'm in arguments with my baby father, I get distracted. So like I've already have things lined up for the future, so things are not constantly on a break.
So it's like this. So all right. So your first shoots, of course, were they professional? Okay, your first shoots, the content shoots, were they professionally done, or were they y'all just work the camera, cell phone, what have you? Or was you already getting in front of the camera with your content shoots before you even started doing your paid gigs?
I just started like just doing random content and like feeling it out, because I felt that I was awkward in front of the camera and I didn't even know what I was doing. As a matter of fact, the first like professional shoot I ever did, I think I was supposed to just solo masturbate, and I was staring at the lights because they were so goddamn bright, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do right now. Like I'm supposed to masturbate to this. I can't even like see like what to do. And he's just like, you look boring, do something. So I was like, all right, just started just like you know, playing around with myself, you know,
Yeah.
doing things that I would make me squirt, you know, and he was like, that shit is hot. Like, that right there is what you need to do in order for dudes to pay attention to you. I was like, all right, cool. The feedback from a dude is all I need, because I don't, like, for me, like, having sex is just, like, it's a intimate thing where, like, I don't necessarily need the intrusion of a camera. I kind of want to focus on the person that's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I really honestly try to focus on the mood. A lot of folks yell at me when I'm on camera than not to, like, focus on the dick and look up at the camera
Mm-hmm.
and, you know,
Yeah,
just,
we have to see the eyes when you sucking the dick.
right. That's
Yeah,
important,
because you
apparently.
do know how to make a dick suck look sexy, baby. I'm just saying, you do a
Right.
great job.
Right. Right. I mean, I feel like I do a great job, but, like, they're like, remember that there's a camera there. So, yeah, I was like, okay, fair enough.
So with the paid gigs, there are a lot of paid gigs. Did you know the talent before you shot with it, or was it you were meeting them when you got there? And if that was the case, how did you handle it differently? Because sometimes with paid gigs, you have to develop chemistry quickly because you're just meeting them and you ain't got that much time because you busy getting ready for the pictures, for the scene, makeup, hair. You get the gist. You know what I'm saying?
I actually recently had an issue on a shoot where, like, I guess I should have met with the talent before I shot with them, because they were like, I wasn't feeling the vibe of to shoot with you. I was like, okay, were you not attracted to me? You could just say that. He's like, no. It's just, you know, I haven't gotten to meet you. I'm usually a person who smokes and chills and vibes with somebody before, like, I shoot with them. I was like, I understand that, because, like, you know, every guy is different, and you're not expected to just perform on cue, and I get that concept. So I'm like, I wasn't trying to rush him. I was trying to be patient about the situation, but it also made me realize that, like, when it comes to shooting with other people, I don't get to know them. Like, I'm there, I'm ready to shoot. I don't have to be attracted to you. I don't have to know you in order to, like, hey, I'm gonna pretend that I like you for however long this shoot is and make it look good. That's how I feel in my mind that should go.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, if you get to a certain professional level, there's going to be times where you're not going to have the time you ain't going to get to talk to them ahead of time. Depending upon the company that you shoot with, for, or what have you. So you have to be able to develop that chemistry quickly and be able to talk and communicate with the talent.
Right.
What have you. Because it's kind of like with dudes, it's hard enough we walking in because, he might be coming in off the strip of an argument with his girlfriend or some bullshit, and he got to now try to keep it hard.
And actually, that happened on a shoot where, like, the camera woman was crying because the guy that I was shooting with was cheating on her, and his dick wasn't getting hard while she was trying to get him hard for the shot. And it was a mess. And I was just like, I don't know how to take this. I'm just supposed to sit here, wait for him to get ready. Yeah, I'm supposed to wait for him to jizz on me. So I'm like, I'm gonna. So I'm just gonna be patient and just let this all blow over. But, like, watching drama happen and unfold in front of me is something I deal with on a daily basis. But I feel like for somebody who worked in customer service for the longest time, I feel like drama unfolds, like, every day. So, like, for me, it's just like I'm dealing with a customer service situation. Like, I'm supposed to sit here, be polite, wait for the thing to blow over, them to, get themselves together, and we move on with the situation. Like, I'm really patient, so I don't feel like I try not to have too.
Oh, that's mind blowing. That, let me get this straight. Hold on. The camera woman was mad at the male talent because he cheated.
Yep.
And,
Yep. They were having a
and all this was unfolded while y'all was shooting.
I'm, like, sitting on the floor waiting for, like, she was supposed to be giving him head, and then she starts crying in the middle of the head, and I was just
and why was she giving him head?
Because he has to jerk off on top of me, and, like, they're married, so, like, she feels comfortable doing it with him, and Like, they have this chemistry already, and I don't want to break that chemistry. I don't even think he's attracted to me. Again, like I said, I'm here for the money. So I'm like, I'm here waiting for them to, get ready, and she starts bursting out crying, and I was like, in the middle of head? That's like that's an awkward time to bust out crying now, but all right. I was like, you okay? She's like, no, I'm fine. And she just goes in the back and starts like wailing loud. And I was like, okay.
I'm just I am totally speechless. That's the first, ladies and gentlemen, that damn, that's the only thing I got equivalent was when the husband of a girl I was shooting with said that the night before when they were having sex, she said my name. Now that was an awkward moment within itself. And that was the last thing I shot. That was the last weekend I shot with her too. I predicted it. I said, no, we not working. I'm probably not be working with her.
Well, because you were hitting it right and he ain't, and that just told him, just like, I want a divorce.
Well, by the way, if she was an escort and he was a pimp husband. So
that's an interesting dynamic. Like, right there, all of it is just straight toxic. Did you expect that to really work out too well? The pimp and the escort.
I just
like, all it takes is like the escort to kind of like find something that interests her more, and for the pimp, it really kind of just took her because he kind of takes money from her. Like, now he lost his asset. So, like, without her, he's nothing, and that technically just kind of breaks the scale there. It sucks.
Yes, that let you know the shit that I went through, people, in my 15 years of being talent and in the business. Now, so let's see. So you have worked with Shoot Her, like the videos I've seen. Yeah, you definitely do your thing.
Yeah, I love working with Shoot Her. He's very, like, he critiques very well, and like, he definitely gives pointers. There's nothing that like I don't go to him for, especially when it comes to like how to dress, how to present myself on the camera. Definitely now that we've been talking more, he's like, I looked at your ManyVids account and I just had to say, your prices are too high. And I was like, oh, that's fair. Okay, love that criticism. Definitely go run with it. That's fair. Anything like that. And I like his honesty. And I feel like, to me, that is something that has been helping me get the bookings that I have. And getting
because see, the thing about it is, if ladies, you're gonna have your prices high, you have to give them product that speaks to that. Now, with you, I must admit, you have good product. One, it looks sexy, well shot. You yourself, you understand what it means to be a sex symbol, which has been lost in this day and age, but I digress.
Right.
And everything. So it's kind of like with you, ladies, a lot of ladies don't understand how to work the camera. And I see that even from watching some of your trailers on you understand how to work the camera, even from a dick suck, even from fucking or what have you. Right. So what are some of the things that you take into account when you get in front of that camera or what have you that helps you do that? That because understand, even though yes, we are fucking and the sex is real, people, it's we have to still be mindful of what we're doing because it's not about busting a nut, it's about making the people that's watching bust a nut. Okay. I'll shut up now.
So I don't know anybody knows anything about face fucking. So like there's always this one person or there's like a couple people that I'll remember that will leave an impression on me sexually. So like I'll be thinking about them while I'm having sex with whomever I'm with, especially if that's the newest person that I've shot with and I've never met them. We're meeting off the spot. I even remember having to kind of just like think about how certain looks are gonna look when I'm doing like shots with like glory hole shots. So like if you're you don't have a guy there and you're only by yourself and you having to like make it look good, then you have to like thinking about who would be enjoying it. Like the person in front of you, who do you think enjoys it the most? Like I think about the person that like turns me on the most. So like, you know, how much he would enjoy me stroking the tip of his dick, or how much the shaft is gonna feel in my hand, and you know, the way he moans is like stuck in my head. So like, you know, that makes me like kind of bring energy into the scene, is like, you know, I'm kind of face fucking whoever is in front of me. Like, you know, I'm thinking about somebody who really makes me feel
Over with fellows, so many guys that shot with her, she was not thinking about you.
I'm sorry, no offense.
Sorry to let you know, buddy.
Sorry,
You
not
probably
sorry.
thought that, yeah, I'm killing it. She thinks about someone totally different, bro. It's all good. Is it? Hey, what works to get you through it? That's what I say.
That's what I say. You gotta fake it till you make it, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's why I say sometimes it's okay to wear blue chew, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay to eat blue chew.
It's okay to eat blue shoes. That's a new
No,
one.
I think our job is to stay hard, so we can make that scene pop. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So now, all right. So when it comes to, because you have done both professional shoots as well as content shoots. Speaking of mentality, walking in, the difference, because it's like content is a little different than when you're doing an actual paid shoot, because paid shoot has a different pressure that is with.
Right. I feel like paid shoots are a lot more concise, and they have a certain type of feel to them. When you're walking into the room, it's like, you know, you have everybody who has like a vision of how that shot is going to be shot, versus like sometimes when I walk into content trades, like the person is like on the spot thinking about what our scene is going to be, and that sometimes irritates me. But like I'm also there for like whatever the journey is, because again, I'm also somebody who's pretty open-minded. Like I want to try different things. Like I think I wanted to try wrestling, so like I'm open to different things to, you know, kind of be on everybody's channel. Like I kind of want to be that type of chick who's like, why are you always popping up on my timeline? So like, you know, weird shit that you search up, I kind of just want to be there for it. So even if that person um is really just on that type of like time, I'm really here to listen to it. But when it comes to like being paid, like you have only one way of doing it, there's no deviating from it. It's always like cut and paste, and like if you even go out of character for just a bit, they're a little irritated by it. But they kind of honestly, some of them like the a little bit of different flair, because they're, you know, like viewers are watching it, they're not used to like someone going off script or whatever the situation is. But at the same time, it's, I hate that it's kind of just like, hey, this is what the script is, we're not moving from it.
Oh no, I like little input when I used to record. Like she say something. Well, what if I say this? Oh, fine, you know, because my shit was improv anyway. I want her to do it naturally.
Right.
How she would necessarily say it. She just playing that character for that moment.
Right. And I feel like, you know, me talking and adding like my personality to a feel, like I think in one shoot I started cursing at them, and they asked me like, didn't you wish that you went to to school? And I was like, yeah, I did. I finished college, but I still did this anyway. And like, you know, got nutted on. It was weird. But like, you know, I definitely like enjoy the feel of just putting whatever spin I have onto it, because I feel like just me having my personality is what has been getting me through it. Because I like feel like when you're in this industry, you constantly are being compared to the next woman or the younger woman, or like the other body that looks better than yours. So like, are you gonna really make it? Because like, you know, people only like you for a certain amount of time unless you got this. So you're always constantly in this mental state, like, are you really doing well enough? Are you doing so like, you know, kind of just focusing on the fact that like, I guess people enjoy a different feel. So I don't know.
So people, you know what time of the show it is, right? It's the time of the show where the pussies go dry, the dicks go limp. They talk about the business. So this is the unsexy part, and this is when we really talk business talk, and then we get to the fun stuff a little bit. So So now you have your own content. You have your own sites, what have you. How often do you film to keep update, to keep fresh stuff, or what have you?
I try to film like maybe once or twice a week and then try to fit in like 2 shoots a day at least. Um I'm always busy, so like it's very tough for me to kind of like, on top of that, I have to film around everybody else's schedule. So that's usually how I end up filming. I kind of want to pick up that pace, but like, trying to find serious content creators and not people who are just like, I just want to fuck, and I'm like, I'm not I'm not here for that. If you want to fuck, we got a payment plan. That's we'll discuss that later, but I'm not really focused on that type of behavior. I'm really trying to focus on building something. If I'm going to be in this situation, I'm trying to like do it seriously, that type of energy, really. So anybody in my DM, I'm kind of just like, all right, if you're serious, we do a content trade. If you're actually in serious business, we'll like discuss any type of endeavors.
So do you do you do solo content, but you really focus more on the boy girl, for what I see.
I am focused on everything. Like I like to say I'm pansexual, so like I focus on anything that like I would interest anybody who would be watching. So like I think I just shot with a TS girl. I have girl on girl content.
Ooh.
What?
I said cool.
Okay. All right.
Oh no. I like watching TS girl with a girl. That's sexy to me. So
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I think
it's not for everybody. So I was like, did he say that? Oh no, that's not good. I was like, waiting for that
I'm
reaction.
sorry.
But I'm like,
Girl on girl to me is boring if it ain't got a strap on the ball. In my opinion.
really? I mean, yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've watched a lesbian porn that
I
was
can't
strap.
watch it. Not no double side dildo, none of that shit. Nah. I need a strap on to come out. You can eat the pussy and everything. I don't care. I need something to strap on. I just see some big dick energy going on here.
I like that. I do like that for you. Yes. So yes, I was definitely messing around with TS girl. What else? Yes, I do a lot of girl on girl content. I think I was being strapped. I think I did one where like I've dominated another woman. I would like to do more domination of other women, but it's kind of hard to work with other women because that's either like they're on like I'm trying to get this bag, fuck you, I ain't trying to prop you up type energy, or like you're scary, you're awkward, you're weird, I don't trust you, so I'm like I'm not gonna try to work with you. So I was like okay, so like it's a little bit of a back and forth. So I'm trying to find that one girl who's like yeah I'll work with you. We'll see.
Well, shoot. Well, I'm pretty sure you can run because you up north, so everybody come that damn way regardless at some point or another.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm here and I'm ready. If you guys are in the city, you guys want to film with somebody, I think I'm pretty awesome. I think I adjust to anybody's situation. If you don't like to be dominated, I adjust to being a sub. If you like to be dominated, I adjust to being a dom. You know, it is what the situation is, but like, it's a matter of like you gotta trust me and we gotta see where I guess a lot of it is just about a vibe. And women like to be or like to film what they're comfortable with, so that's fine.
Yeah, because with you, like I think you pretty much handle your uploading, your editing, and all that
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And with everything that you're going on, how do you kind of like find the time for the intricate shit of doing this? The uploading, the downloading,
It's
the
not that.
tweets.
I feel like you just gotta put aside the time. I have like space between the day when I'm getting up, when I'm smoking. I have an opportunity to upload something or to edit something. um it shouldn't be that hard because I went to school for it, so like it's just a matter of like putting together the attention span to do it. So I think a lot of folks have a hard time just posting and posting consistently. And I think when I first started, that was my issue because I think I was scared of what people would think about my content as well as my family. And the energy surrounded around that. So I think that's why I posted less. But I think now that I'm getting older and into it, I'm like, I don't really care what they think. It's kind of like, are they really paying my bills? And, that's...
My mama said best. Don't be sharing anything you got to do to feed your family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm afraid my dad's gonna find it the most because I think he's gonna be devastated. That man, for some reason, can't even get over the fact that I even have sex. So I don't see that conversation going well at Thanksgiving. So.
Oh my God.
I remember he didn't even talk to me for a good 3 months when I first kissed a boy, and I was like, "Are you serious?" He didn't lose your little.
Your dad took it serious, girl.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, no, my dad he's something else. Oh my God. So yeah, my dad is not the type of guy who if I brought a dude home and acknowledge you, you would have to kind of just come correct. That's the type of energy he brings. So the fact that
you daddy's little girl, that's why.
Yeah, I'm not his little girl. I'm his oldest. So I'm not his little girl anymore.
But in his mind, you daddy's little girl. It don't matter if you're the oldest or the youngest. You talking to a girl dad right here.
No. You need to get over that. Your little girl's grown up and being a pinup.
So now you mentioned, like I said, you into vomit. Of course, I think yes, you do anal. Am I correct?
I do. I did anal with Brickzilla recently. That was fun.
Damn.
There's a straight silence. That's how I felt when I was
Hold on.
I was gonna be filming with him that day. That scene.
Let's unpack that because see, as everybody know that listen to the show, girls just don't walk on set and they just take it in the ass. It's some prep. And this is Brickzilla. The name speaks to size. So how much prepping and how different a prep did you do for this motherfucker?
Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. I'm thinking back to it, and that shit went terrible. Hold on to recovery.
That's some good weed, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Guys, check out PU in Brooklyn. Not a plug, but yeah. So yes, I did prep. I went in there, was like, all right, we're gonna just do this scene. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna go in. He's just gonna do a few anal scenes for an hour. I was like, an hour with that dick? I'm like, and he didn't really use that much lube. He was like, yeah, maybe I should use lube. I was like, you really should. That thing is huge. And I'm dying thinking about it. Because, him trying to, put it in hurt him because my asshole is too tight. And it was trying to stretch. I felt like I was tearing. He was just like, yo, bro, you need to... I'm like, are you relaxed? I'm like, yes, I'm relaxed. Your dick just doesn't fit in here. He's like, I'm gonna get it in. And he did. And I was scared because, shit came out. There were some times that we had to, stop the scene to just wipe up and do stuff. I was like, bro, I didn't prep for this. I probably should have, but, I think I was scared. So, I was like, I'm just going to go in there and wing it, and hopefully I'm high enough to kind of just deal with it. And I really wasn't, and shit was painful, but, I kind of just powered through it. And he wasn't able to come because, apparently the hole was too tight, and, he wasn't able to get a good enough friction, so, he had to kind of do one of those afterward things. And that was how that ended.
And as y'all can hear, it doesn't always go well on set.
No.
It happens. They think every time you go on set, it's on point. The sex is great. I even asked him, I was like, do you orgasm doing scenes?
It depends on the person if they're doing a good job. If I've squirted and there's some guys who are like, bro, I didn't make you squirt. Did you actually come? I was like, yeah, there's a difference between coming and squirting. If you could happen to make me do both, you did a great job. you did an awesome job. Now, if you just made me come, you still did a good job, and I may still come back. It all depends on how big that O was. So, that's how I'll kind of take it. It's kind of
because
it
might put it this way. Truth be told, business wise, it ain't about her come. So now get you down. If you're able to get her to orgasm on the scene, it's a good look on camera because some of y'all females orgasm is just beautiful. The shaking, the shivering, depending on what position they're in.
It's like the eyes rolling.
The looks on their face.
It looks kind of like zombified. I'm like, oh, this is so. I don't know if you ever see those type of porn, and I skip right past it, where it looks like she's just faking it just because, like, she thinks a guy would like it type of feeling. So it kind of just looks like she looks possessed instead of like actually like I'm actually convulsing. This dick was pretty amazing type of feel, like that difference, like where she's actually shaking and where she's like, oh no, like this looks cute for somebody, they may like that.
So shoot. So, how much do you focus on the picture side of things, the photo side of things? The reason why I say this is because a lot of times ladies don't realize the importance of having the professional pics, the pics, the shoots. You working with Shoot Her, he's one of them guys that come up with killer images to shoot, what have you, in pics. How much do you focus on that side of it?
I'm trying to switch it up, so therefore, like, I'm doing more of it. I understand how it's really important. I think I got the idea from Horrible Decisions, where I was like watching Wheezy do it all the time. So I was like, all right, let me try to like kind of drop on that bandwagon again. Like, I don't know what I do, so like again, I'll mimic other girls until I like figure out what the fuck.
Yeah, because I did a tweet where I said this. I said, people know I don't pull no punches, and I keep it 100. I hate when I go down the feed and I see nothing but the fuck pictures. I don't see no professional pics. Because even you mentioned Wheezy. I'm a huge Wheezy and Mandy B fan. I call them my pod mommies because I learned the game from them. Horrible Decisions.
Yes.
They need to put some respect on them ladies' names. They were doing it in ways that some of these ladies are doing it now. But anyway,
I was listening to them like way back in 2016, and that's like kind of what got me into radio and doing like sexual education on my radio show. So I was like, they were the dopest. But yeah, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and they make it a point to have the professional looking pics, looking sexy the whole nine. Because the thing of it is makes the lady look even more important. And two, also marketability. Because let's keep it 100. He says you've been a fan. Mandy went from having black hair to now having short blonde hair, and she's on BET, MTV.
She had short hair before that, actually. Like, I don't know if you see like the pictures she took when she was a bartender. Like she had like these sexy pics where she was just like isolated in the white. She had short hair then. So like, she was still stunting it, rocking it then, but I think she only kind of like did the long hair thing because like I guess the rapper dude she was dealing with was into it. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Yeah, they had a different bays, hospital bay, this bay.
Felon Bay. I freaking
Felon
love
Bay. It's just like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
all of them.
Oh my God. So now you just ain't gonna escape out the fact you just said you had a radio show. So tell everybody about your radio show. Yeah, she does more than suck dick and take dick, people. She actually really know how to spit on the mic. So go ahead.
So I've been doing college radio since maybe 21. So probably like 7 years now. And I honestly just do it for fun. I did it just doing production work at first. So like I would just do things like jingles and liners and write it for the shows that would air. And then he was like, oh, you have a good radio voice and you got a good personality. Why don't you just try for hosting? I was like, no, I'm a dork. I just should sit in the back and just chill. And he's like, no, just try it. So I was like, okay. So I started doing that. And then I started doing like the morning shows. And then I decided that I wanted to do my own show. So I used to have like people like Planned Parenthood, what's another place that came in? Safe House. I've had different communities, people from the LGBTQ community come and talk about their stories. I've had people like Sex with Ashley come on and talk to me about like, you know, the different dildos you can buy if you're just starting off with sex. So just kind of like educating a really wide ass school about sexual education, and it was very tough because like I would go back and forth with my boss about like the words I could use. Like I couldn't use boobies. I was like, this is so stupid, and I couldn't use like vag because that was like a slang word for the word vagina, but I couldn't say the word vagina because it was off-putting.
Yeah, that cocksucker. You can say cock and you can say sucker, but you can't say cocksucker.
Yeah, but then that was all the things that like used to just we would fight about, and like I was just like, look, maybe I should just kind of take this off the air and like figure out my own stuff. But then the kind of pandemic hit, and I didn't have the studio to access anyway, so I was like, let me just focus on the porn thing right now, and then like kind of just build up my money and go back to it later.
Well, I mean, there's always podcasting.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I should just do my own podcasting and, just line up different people because, like, I've already met a lot of different talent. And I was like, why don't I just utilize this time to just have conversations? And I was like, because I'm, like, kind of unorganized at this point.
Because to me, the more of us that have it, the more that people that's coming in can come in the right way. We won't have situations of disrespect and stuff like that, because it's hard enough that motherfuckers don't, even though it's normalized to watch but not normalized to be in.
Right.
And what's funny is even though the celebrities would jump on our bandwagon real quick and try to do what we do to make a quick little bag.
I mean, I feel I feel like when celebrities do it, they kind of do it half-assed, and they're just like, they just have like no heart to it. Like I feel like again when it comes to, and even with radio, like we're having like meetings, or like we have like these yearly meetings about how radio evolves over time and how we should, change up the way we speak and the way we market to the public, because like the attention span of whoever's listening has changed because we either been stuck on devices and like we're used to like that 1 second, 1 minute, everything and information needs to be right there right now, or like somebody's gonna lose attention. So kind of learning ways to market yourself in that situation, and we kind of forget that like we don't have a personality and people turn it off when like it seems to be repetitive. And a lot of these shows are losing these like top executives because the younger folks are not relating to them anymore. So like you constantly have to find something to kind of just grab somebody's attention, and it could also cause a burnout. So like also trying to remind yourself that like where do you take breaks in between, because like I've seen dudes like have a freak out because they're about to lose the bag because they can't come right now.
So, trust me on this. This game is mental.
Right.
As much as people don't realize how much it is, there's a mental prep, there's a physical prep to doing this. Guys making mistakes. They all done it.
Right.
And you have to learn. Don't fuck for a week or two.
I've actually had that conversation with a friend. They're like, bro, it's not working. I was like,
because let's keep it 100. To change this business, you have to change your sex life. No one really want to talk about it. It ain't just who you necessarily fuck, but also your sex life. Because especially a man, our job is we have to stay hard, pop on cue. We may have to shoot multiple scenes within that day.
Right.
So because of that, you got to build up nut. You can't sit there and let your wife suck you off the night before you have a fucking shoot, and then think your ass is gonna motherfucking last, or you gonna go strong, or what have you. Not every dude is a hypersexual strong dude like that. Right. That's why I said, even though it's not a joke when I said Blue Chew or those little pills or what have you. It's nothing to do with erectile dysfunction. It's nothing against that man's ego. It's especially if you getting paid to do this, because y'all don't get paid unless the director yell cut. See, that's what people get twisted too. Mm-hmm. They don't get paid before people. Get paid after. So if he don't pop, nobody gets paid. I mean, and they might still be nice enough and pay, or they might figure out a fake or what have you. But the main thing is he has to pop. And the director says, cut.
Right. And like he either lost like a good chunk of his check just now. Like I think I actually had that scenario happen to me where like I think the person who was managing me at the time, he is no longer my manager, by the way, basically like did not tell the person that I was shooting with that I was on my period, and that the person I'm subbing with, she apparently got pregnant in the middle of the shoot, and I was just an extra, and they just brought me in, and I was like, you guys, I'm literally on my period. I can't really, you know, do an anal scene or do a certain scene that you want, and we're gonna have to cut that. And the guy and him went back and forth over the fact that like I'm gonna have a significant pay decrease to my check because of the fact that we can't get this shot. And I was okay with it, but this man was not. So he kept like arguing with him back and forth, and I'm like, you're gonna ruin the situation for me in the future because you're arguing with him over something you should have kind of communicated with him beforehand. And that on top of that kind of just like ruins the situation between me and the manager because it means it seems like I'm being deceptive.
Yeah, because see, but even though it was big time Hollywood, let me tell you what they did. They would reach in the bag and passed you a soft cup and said, "Be ready in 15 minutes." They ain't gonna want to hear. You know, it ain't comfortable. No, we ain't hearing that.
No, they told me I gotta put sponges. Actually, no. The process is that I had to take a douche, squeeze it up there so it freezes the cells for a little bit, and then I'm supposed to put a sponge up there. Now, I had to go to the gynecologist later that week because I wasn't sure that thing was out afterwards. I was nervous, and I went up to that lady and I told her that there was a sponge in my pussy. You need to take it out right now. And she was asking me how it got there, and I told her, please don't ask these questions. I already answered your stupid list. Go look at the list.
We're not answering these questions right now.
Right, like, go look at the list. I checked the box. Go look at the list. Just look down there. Take it out if it's there. She's like,
it's not about you being nosy, bitch.
Right. That's exactly how that conversation went. And she just looked at me, rolled her eyes, and just did her thing and let me go. But I was like, you know what? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be situations like that, like, where, you know, I gotta take a pay cut, and I'm cool with it. But, like, at the same time, like, those conversations, like, you know, it could be nerve-wracking, especially the person who's like, I'm really trying to get that bag. That $500 that you just took away, that meant a lot. That was my pay.
That's the reason why producers rather talk to the girls directly than through a third party. Because in that situation, you might could have expressed that to them, and then they would have figured out, okay, wait, then she just do a BJC and titty fuck thing. And you still probably got the bag versus the third party. He's more concerned about trying to get his bag, and he like, fuck it, you know. That's why I tell females a lot of times is that you have to be smart. It's actually fucking common sense. You have to just be smart in your movements, you know, period. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you got fucked over is because you didn't walk into it logically with a business mind state. The pussy got wet because it was this male talent that you been goddamn motherfucking playing with your coochie with for the damn longest. And then you get mad when you sit here screaming that, well, I ain't got my content, but your dumb ass didn't think to bring a flash drive or a hard drive or a laptop.
That's true.
USB cord.
That's true. Now I have a question, like rebuttal question, and I ask other people on shoots, is it okay to ask the producer when you sign the contract to ask for your videos and ask for like the full cut, not just like a teaser?
Okay. You talking about content trade, right?
Right, not just content trade. Like if you're getting paid for that
Okay.
content and you ask for the video from that
You said
thing,
paid what?
you're getting paid and you have to sign a contract.
Okay, you getting paid. All right, let me make this. Okay, let's break this down, people, so she can understand this. If I pay you, technically you get nothing because I paid you. Why would I give you pictures, videos, stuff that I just paid you for your time for me to have this exclusive? I don't have to pay you royalties or worry about you taking the shit, dropping it tomorrow before I can.
Right.
Technically, you're not supposed to get anything. Now, if they give you a trailer to be nice, that's fine. Or they might give you, like in the case of Busted Baby Doll, she used to give the girls a link where they can go in. They might, take the picture, what have you, but they can't download the video, no shit. You get where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Yeah, content should get it same day, raw and uncut. Raw and uncut. That means so that you can cut it the way that you want to. That's no different than that's pictures as well as video.
Mm-hmm.
If he can't give it to you that day, y'all need to discuss a way that he can give it to you and give it to you in a reasonable time. But preferably, you want to get it same day. See, the beauty of you having shoot her is if he shoots it, you know you got it because that's your man. He's right there. He's right
I've shot with him for like a year now. I've been doing this for like a year and a half. So like, yeah, he's pretty much.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the difference. But paid, no, you get nothing. No.
Okay. No, that's something I wanted to clarify. It was a conversation that I had with somebody else, and I was like, I mean, like, let's just clear it up. Like, let's see what anybody else thinks about that, because I think that since I already got paid for it, like, that's...
From 2010 to 2023, just like that absurd notion paid content trade. You either doing a content trade or you getting paid for the same.
Right.
It's because even the reason why I say that because of this. Women is going to make money off the scene. There's nothing you can do about that, fellas. If me and her do a scene, she's going to outsell me. Facts. So you might as well deal with that within the culture. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So if you do not deal with that, you don't want to deal with that fact that she probably make more money off the scene than you might want to pay her for the shoot. If not, content trade, you walking away with the content. Period.
Right.
She supposed to get it same day at the same time as you. Raw and uncut. It's not supposed to be when he edited it. Now, if he chooses to send you the edited version down the line, that's fine. But the day you walk out that door, you supposed to have that content.
Okay.
Period. Just like unless you have some motherfucker might ask you, or y'all might come to a handshake of when you supposed to release it, that's fine. That's between you and the person that you're doing the content trade with. But
yeah, there's plenty of people who have flaked out on me, and I'm like, okay, so am I getting my video? No answer. All right, that's fine. Okay, I guess.
No, because this is the age. It's no way in hell he can't give it to you same day.
No, I mean, I've never had it the same day. To be honest, I feel like people usually like to put their watermark on it. They wanted to edit certain scenes so it looked a little bit better before you got it. So like, I probably get it maybe a few days, like a week later, something like that.
I mean, don't get it twisted. If they good with the edit, like my cameraman used to edit mine a little bit too. I wasn't mad at it. I said, well, shit, you edited the way I would have edited it in the first place, so let's go. Okay. I ain't worried about nothing but trailers.
Right. I heard that.
So shoot, no. But here's one thing I do. I want to see you some more heels, though.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I could definitely buy more heels. My issue is...
I want to see the sexy legs, some heels.
Okay, that's fair enough. I definitely got to take more pictures in heels. I think because like I tower over everybody in my stripper heels. So like I don't. For clarification, I'm like 5'8". So in heels, I look like 6.
Oh yeah, I knew you were tall.
Yeah.
See, I like.
So like, and a lot of dudes that I shoot with are like 5'6". So they're like, bro, bitch, come down. a little bit. You too tall.
There's other thing that caught my attention. I love tall women.
Yes. And please,
tall.
I definitely like to ride me any type of man. Like I don't discriminate. So like, you know, if you could bend it over and work me, we definitely got game.
Shit, I cut my teeth and made too much money damn handling the business on BB Dub. So shit, that ain't nothing.
Okay.
That ain't nothing.
Okay.
Oh my God. So I done held your sexy ass up here on for an hour, and we got a lot more to talk about because, like I said, I mean, she's a multifaceted lady.
Oh yes.
And you know she got to come back. So with that being said, can I call you a smoke butter baby?
Of course.
Y'all heard it. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge, and we're gonna bring her into the premium smoke room. Y'all know what it is. Gets more wilder, more candid, more crazy. Tits come out. Popsicles might go in the
so
mouth.
we can't bring out tits now? Okay, I'm just okay. Let me.
Oh no. You can jiggle them, but in the premium smoke room, she can pull them out. But the only way you're gonna see it on Spotify, anywhere else, there ain't nowhere else. On Spotify.
Okay.
Only way you're gonna see it is subscribe. $4.99 a month at Premium Smoke Room. 5 premium podcasts we you enjoy. And like I said, next time y'all see her, she's gonna be in the Premium Smoke Room and she's gonna show her them beautiful titties. Yes. See, she bite her tongue. She bite a little bit of everything. Just think about it, like, if daddy want to put them out now.
I'm a nasty bitch. You don't know.
See, but I like women like that, though. They're the most fun.
Dale pute sucia.
See, mommy.
Yeah.
So with that being said, tell everybody where they can spend that dinero on your sexy ass.
So my OnlyFans is at Roxi The Succubus, as well as my lonely fans, but because right now I just started it. It's loyal fans also is Roxi The Succubus, and I think that's about it. I think my PayPal's Rocky Lee Styles. If you want to drop a tribute, if you want to help a sister out get them heels because stripper heels are like $60. I got other bills. Yeah. Tribute over to Rocky Lee Styles. Yeah, that's the right plug. And yeah, that's all my plugs.
See, there you go, people. So there you go. And I can't wait to bring her back because we're gonna have a lot of fun with her.
Oh,
and we're gonna bring her back tonight because I know the fans gonna want to see more of that succubus, you know. And I always wanted to fuck a succubus, I swear.
I steal your soul. You didn't see my videos? That's like my signature move. I suck your soul out.
So with that being said, people, life is learned experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye, baby, to the smokers.
Bye, everybody.